No matter what you do it, how you explain it, you'll not have no one is gonna sit there and really gonna be like, okay, I agree with you. Okay, what you're saying is right. They're not gonna agree with you because they made a decision based on what they feel and how they see you as a person. It's not what you're saying or anything that you're doing or the facts that you have is right or wrong, right? But let me talk about facts. Because it's you, they do not want to accept the questions, the answers that you're giving. And the sad truth is that we all have individuals that are in our lives that come across us, associates, or people that just sees you. They just make a decision based on what they feel and what they believe and how what it is about yourself. But before I get into the video, let me introduce myself. This is Gene, your best friend, your new best friend. And I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe, all right? What we're going to talk about today is that we're going to talk about no matter what you do and how you explain it, nobody is going to sit there. It's going to be that one person, people, that's just not going to agree with anything you do. They're not going to, they just don't want to understand you. They basically just choose to just disagree with you. And even if you have the facts. But I'm here to let you know, you do come across people like that, you already know where I'm going. And this is not coming from a bitter heart, no emotions. It's just based on experience in my past. And believe me, when you decide to not care what a certain individual or a group of people think or trying to validate who you are, you're not gonna, if you don't care, life goes on, you'll be much more at peace. All right. I remember, I'm using myself as an example. I have a person that I know, actually a family member that I know. Today, right now, I don't really associate with that person. I don't really associate with that person because I got no animosity about that person. But I noticed that when was I was around this person, I felt like it was always a competition with this person. This one person wanted to prove that they were, can I say, better than me? Like, it was like, in a way, like they'll just come around and you haven't heard from this person, and this person will just come around you and say, oh, this is happening. Yeah, that is happening. Boom, boom, boom. And you may say something or say, okay, I'm doing this, and oh, I'm doing it. Oh, and oh, that's another thing too. It'd be something that I'm doing, and then they want to fact check me. I don't know if they say they want to fact check me. Like they want to tell me, oh, don't you need to do this? You need to do that. And I'll sit there and say, yeah, I'm just going around like, I'm thinking about the scenario because I don't want to put too much detail into it. But I'll say, yes, chicken is meat. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, but if you eat chicken, it's not good for you. But I said, okay, and I'm a vegetarian. And I'll be like, oh, okay. You're a vegetarian, but you just ate steak. And this person said, yeah, but I taste it sometimes, and that doesn't mean that I eat it. How many times you eat it a week? I eat it like, almost every day. And you'd be like, yo, so how are you a vegetarian if you're eating steak almost every day? You know what I mean? If you're a vegetarian, you eat much more vegetables, fruits. I mean, although I'm not judging nobody, there's probably people out there that say are vegetarians and, but I'm trying to make a point. And they'll sit there and say, no, I can still be vegetarian because when I eat meat, I have a lot of vegetarians. Okay. they'll tell you, oh, chicken is not healthy. I'm like, okay, but just like I eat a lot of chicken breasts, eat with broccoli. I have days I eat mixed vegetables, and I go to the gym. But still, like I said, no matter what you do, there's gonna be somebody out there that's gonna always trying to check you for something that you known and that you checked, and they're just not gonna agree with you because it comes from you. Why? Because, like I said before in previous videos, people, and it's crazy because it be the people that's the closest to us. It'll be a time where they may, when you were younger, or it was years ago when when you guys used to play and you used to joke around, and then you guys used to argue, and you guys used to go back and forth, and then, for example, they'll feel like, okay, you know what, you just let it go, or you just leave them alone, or you were a person that, like, you were just probably much more hot-headed at the time, and you didn't care, and you were ready to fight. What I mean fight is like, not, you don't have to be fight physically, but it could be like a verbal back and forth. And they thinking that, okay, you know what, those years before, they're trying to play catch up, and they feel like they're better than you. Maybe because they got a new job, maybe they felt that, okay, you know what, I got a better position, I'm making more money now, and they see you as just plain Joe, plain Maria, plain Jessica, or plain Rodney, and Elizabeth, and they just see, okay, this is how they just see you that way, because when they seen you face to face, it's just they just have that image and remember, okay, this is how you are. But they fail to realize that, okay, you know what, you're much more mature, right? You've accomplished many things, and if you're just like me, you're not gonna go out there and say, oh, I'm doing this, I got this much money, I got that, because in this world where we're living in now, that's what people love to do. They love to talk about their accomplishments. Not that you shouldn't, because I'm all for it. Like, if you are successful and people ask you, and you say, hey, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, to the right people, you can talk like that. Like, I'm a kind of person where you tell me certain things, and I know people that I'm real cool with. They're comfortable with me, and they'll come and just tell me their accomplishments and what things have been going on, and I'm all for it, because I do really believe that, okay, if I know a person that was at one point was looking to be successful at something, or looking to get into a certain field or create a business, and tomorrow you're successful at it, I'm happy for it. I want to hear the story. I'm sitting there just like, and I'll ask questions. I'll be a student. I'm like, how you do it? Not that I'm trying to, like, correct you on it. I want to learn, because maybe in the future that I could get into it, and I may seek some help, because you never know who you meet. But there's some people out there that'll tell you certain things and make you feel bad and trying to belittle you. Give you an example. They can tell you, okay, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and then you're like, okay, what have you been up to? And for an example, you can be like, oh, that person who just finished telling you, hey, I just finished I just got my law degree, and I got my license, and now I'm working for this big firm in Beverly Hills, or in Manhattan, or in Atlanta, and I'm making 100,000 a year. You know what I mean? And within 2 years, if I book a few clients, I can make. This is an example. And then you come over out of nowhere and you say, hey, I just made a business. I just created a business. And they say, oh, okay, business. What kind of business is it? Open a hair salon. Oh, okay. You see that? How much money you make from there? No, I just opened it, and I saved up enough, and I got some investors that's looking into it. At least 3 of them. Oh, okay. You think you're gonna be successful? See, it'd be stuff like that. And you'd be like, hey, yeah, I already, made a business plan, and we I got a few investors that's looking into it, and 2 of them looked into it and they're really interested. I have a meeting on Monday with one, and on Thursday I have another meeting. Another one is, oh, okay. But you ain't making no money. You see, it be stuff like that, and they trying to belittle you, and they trying to look down on what you're doing, but you know what? And here they come. Oh, with my law degree, I know I can do this. And they're talking about themselves. So no matter what it is, who you are as an individual, you're gonna find people that's gonna downplay you. They're gonna try to check you on what you're doing, and because it's you. But let it be somebody else that they don't know, or someone that's very successful in the same salon. They'll support them. So where I'm going with this is this. At my age, I've gotten to the point where I'm more available to listen to a person than to tell them what I'm really getting into. Not that the fact that I'm trying to pocket watch you or anything, because me personally, I'm all about staying 10 toes down, staying on my square and focus on what I need to focus on. Learning, mentorship, everything. I'm all about that. So I'm more into just listening more, and you could talk about what you want to talk about. But to those type of people that try to belittle me, use myself as an example, or trying to belittle you, I just stay away from them. Because all you're trying to do is belittle me and try to make it look like that I'm not nothing, but you want me around just so I can be your cheerleader. You want me to be your cheerleader. That's all it is. To make you feel, and they have this type of insecurity inside of them to make them feel better about themselves and try to belittle you because it comes from you, somebody that they know and what they believe that who you are as a person. So one of the things that I did learn when I know for a fact, and I've been doing, is just staying quiet, seeking knowledge, and believing and having faith that whatever I'm doing is going to happen. Because 9 times out of 10, most people that you know or the closest to you or you've came across, they're not going to help you, and they're not going to want to see you successful. At least they want to see you successful, but not better than them, if that makes sense. So no matter what you say or do, it's going to be that person. You're going to have people in your life that's just not going to agree with what you got going on because it comes from you, if that makes sense. So if you like this video, I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe to your best friend, your new best friend. And if you've been watching my videos, right, from the last video, you're already seen that, I took a break, you know what I mean? Get my mind right. I appreciate Jada especially, she reached out. She's a very big supporter of mine. I'm sure she'll watch this video. I'd like to say thank you. I'm a kind of person, I'm humble, you know what I mean? I have a small channel, and even if I'm a content creator, and I create motivational videos, but I'm human. I'm human too, just like everybody else, and I had to just relax, this whole week, and I ain't doing no videos. But I like to say to my subscribers, thank you. I appreciate you guys, and even if you see my videos, I'm human just like everybody else. If you watch the last video, I was just venting a little bit, but at the same time, I was using my experience and telling you my experience in that way, that if you're going through something, and it's okay, all right? But again, please like, share, and subscribe to your best friend, your new best friend. And I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.